you struggling to take action no matter how many routines or planners that you have, and it just feels like you're just stuck? And that's when I realized something, and it really changed my life. In this video, I'm going to show you how human design and how it literally created a perfect life schedule for me. I'm going to walk you through the exact steps that I took. How to find your type, how to create your own customizable plan, and how to tweak it to really match your real life. So by the end of this video, you literally have a burnt out proof schedule just for you. I'm literally so excited to talk about this because every time I go on YouTube and search up like how to just plan your life, I feel like none of them really work for me. Because once I understood how I actually operate, I stopped copying everyone else's formulas and I actually started creating mine. So to give some context what human design even is, I can't believe I haven't heard about this sooner. It is to help you create a routine that aligns with your energy type. Since some people are morning people or night owl, everyone is really different. It literally combines your birth data with psychology, biology, and behavior patterns to help you understand how you're wired to make decisions, use energy, and interact with others. It shows you what your natural strengths are and your ideal way of working and how to avoid burnout or resistance by aligning with your type. So essentially there are 5 energy types, and the most common is generators. If you ever wonder why we have 8-hour workdays and 9 to 5s, this is because of the generator type. But obviously some people hate 8-hour workdays like me. So you can see that generator makes up 36% of the population. You can see that their ideal working hours is about 6 to 8 hours. And the thing is that they can go all day. I don't know how they do that, but it makes up most of the population. So they're very consistent people that can just grind it out. So the 5 energy types are generator, manifesting generator, manifester, projector, and reflector. You can see that the generator makes up most of it, like I said before. A manifesting generator is someone that is 4 to 6 hours and need short bursts, quick execution, and freedom to follow energy. They kind of need variety and they like multitasking. Then there's manifester, which is me. Then the projector, which is 2 to 5 hours a day max, and they love coaching, management, one-on-one work, and they need rest. They're really insightful guys and strategists. Then there's a reflector, which is about 1% of the population, but they are super highly flexible. It varies by day. And they need lower pressure environments, group feedback roles, and their environment matters a lot. So what my energy type though, I am a manifester, which is about 9% of the population. So I'm a very fire type person. So you can see that for me, I'm a very intense creator with natural rest cycles, and my ideal working hours is 2 to 4 hours a day in creative bursts though. I realized that my thing is not a consistent 2 to 4 hours a day. It's just when I have energy, I do it. But if I don't, then I don't. Because the thing is it says that if I work too much throughout the week and I don't give myself enough breaks, I would just crash out. So essentially what it is you work really great for 2 to 3 days of the week, and the rest of the days you really rest up your energy. Because my thing is kind of like a wave. So when I get that creative burst, I capitalize on it, but the other days I just shouldn't force it. Which makes sense. Now, to know your type, use this link that I put in my description box. Also just search up My Human Design, that also works. And you're gonna enter your birth times, and this is kind of better than Myers-Briggs and stuff in the sense that it doesn't change because you can't change when you were born. Anyway, now that you got your type, we are going to create our own very customizable plan with our lovely assistant, ChatGPT. This will actually work well with you, not against you. So you can tell it, I'm a manifester in human design. What is this? My ideal work hours, where do I thrive and burn out? And how does this affect me as a content creator? Give me a chart breakdown. But the content creator part, you can put it in with any jobs or passions that you have as a person. It could be art, it could be, I don't know, day trader, I'm not sure. But just put it in and see what it gives you. Now that you put that in, we can really see how it breaks down from there. So you can see my core role is a very initiator, trailblazer. I don't have a linear energy pattern. I have bursts of intense creative energy followed by deep rest. You can see that I need a lot of rest. You can see that I do a content workflow, batch content, take breaks, and I think that it really does fit me. Literally my challenges, you can see I have guilt around resting. So Yeah, you can see I'm a little bit like that. If you want to learn like how to plan certain things, like whether you're an artist, producer, whatever you are, just fill it in with your own times. But I said I'm a manifester in human design, and my jobs are professional tennis player and content creator. Here's my weekly output for what I hope to be for content creation. How should I structure my time? So I literally just gave it a breakdown of my schedule. I literally even included my dog walking times. So literally everything is on there. It first shows me my weekly output summary, and then it kind of gives me my principles, and it kind of just gives me a breakdown of what I should do per day. But because it didn't give me kind of a specific time block, then I'm going to ask for it in a chart format, and you can see down here that already tells me from this time to this time. And feel free to correct it, like let's say you wake up at a specific time, like put that in as well, and it'll keep on formatting until like you're really good with it. But for me, like I'm pretty okay with it because I can just adjust it to my own timing, but it makes sense overall. This is how long it takes me to film, edit and stuff, and like how should I script and everything. So you can just keep asking it to really match your life, which is what I love. Like this is super flexible. So next I'm going to ask, explain why this works for a manifester, plus add any extra details, update schedule. Then you can ask how many hours should a manifester work daily, or whatever your human design type is, and what is high output versus restorative work versus like focus work. At least for me, I'm a very visual person, so I like to see like what is really taking my energy, like what is really draining me. And you can see that like filming long form video and editing long form video is very tough for me. Tennis practice makes sense, fitness session makes sense, everything else is like pretty okay, but you can see that big chunk of it is especially my content creation and my tennis practices. But yeah, but isn't this so cool? You can just like create your own schedule. Then after that, for the girlies out there, because we have cycles, and literally during the luteal phase, I die. Do not ask for me. But anyway, you can literally ask it to give you a rough plan out according to your period, which I love. I use Clue as my cycle tracker, but if you have any cycle trackers, just input the information. But anyway, I'll just say like my last period was at this date and ended on this date, and this is like my average cycle days or whatever it is. And then you ask it like what are the exact phases of my cycle, and once it registers that, then you can like further ask it like what are the 4 menstrual cycle phases and what type of task should I do during that time. And with that, you can kind of just see like, oh, this is what I should be doing. So let me show you right now. You can see that my menstrual, I should be resting and reflecting. You can see that my follicular phase should be very creative and innovative. My ovulation phase should be like high energy. And luteal phase, you can see that it's a little bit slowing down, more like completion or organization, just a little bit slower. After I asked that, I can see like what is best for me to do that. And you can see that during the follicular phase, for example, like that's very like creative. You can see that it's definitely good for filming, concept planning, scripting. For now on, I'm just going to use that phase to just really content batch everything. So you can see how like I'm literally planning my life based on me. Like this is like no one else's schedule, it's just working out just for you. Now you can make this super pretty, whether or not you use Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, Notion, whatever you use. I use between Apple Calendar and Google Calendar. But I think this time I'm going to use Google Calendar just so I can just space everything out, even put like tasks. At least for me, it said that for a manifester, it's good to have like creativity time blocks rather than forcing myself to do one task. I roughly planned out how it is for my week. And you can see that I kind of have, my normal things first. So obviously, like when we ask ChatGPT, like make it according based on your schedule, because nobody really has like an ideal schedule, because we have work and some people have 9-to-5 jobs. So hopefully it can still plan it out with you, which is what I love. But anyway, you can see that like my thing is like film, content batch, long form vids, creative block design. I'm literally following what it said like word by word and just filling in spaces. You can put your cycle phases on the calendar itself to see visually, to see where you're at and what you should be prioritizing from basically our ChatGPT, like whether or not it's filming or content or just like editing or organizing things, whatever it is. But yeah. Anyway, I have been so excited to show this video to you guys. I wish like I learned this sooner. But yeah, I hope this helps. I love you all and make sure to subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.